Hey guys, welcome to my home. Today I'm going to be cleaning out my crazy pantry. I mean, it hasn't been touched in probably about a year, and I want to go over reasons why we're doing this. I mean, first of all, it needs to be done. It's like I don't even know what's in there. It's in there. And I have a butler's pantry that I'm cleaning out, and I had a table full of Christmas food that I had been using to make all the Christmas goodies, and they're not all up either. So we are gonna clean all this up together, and I'll probably fast forward through a lot of it because this might take a couple days. So let's get into it. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Cue the crazy music because I don't know what any, like there's so much back here. Yeah, that's why I've been putting it off for a very, very long time. And I have all this too. Look at all this gloriousness. I mean, it's so well organized, right? Yeah, no. So I'm gonna be pulling a lot of this out of here that we probably will just go ahead and eat up. Some of it I might donate and get rid of because we wanna change the way we're eating. We haven't had like the Hostess cakes and Little Debbie's and stuff like that in about 10 years. I mean, maybe the occasional one, but like it's not in our house, right? So, and then we started going to more organic produce. But this year we have a journey in mind. We have a goal. We're going to go completely organic, and even better than that, I have a garden. It's my third garden, the third attempt, and it is booming. Oh my gosh, I'll show you some pictures. It is amazing. Like we've had so many salads off of it, radishes. I did a lot of greens. So excited to go uber organic, my homegrown food, homegrown eggs. We have chickens, not a big homestead. We don't have that much land, but you can grow your own food. So it's so exciting. I'm so excited to give my family more nourishment that we grow ourselves and you know where it came from. And yes, there's bugs on it, and that's a great thing. And I love my little worms. Like, they're my friends. I love earthworms. Oh, they're so cute. Anyway, so that is this pantry. Let me show you the butler's pantry. I've already started work on it, so it's kind of really everywhere. I mean, that is too, but I'm kind of everywhere. So this is my butler's pantry. So I'm gonna keep this stuff up here. I might get rid of some of the liquor and rum and stuff. We don't really drink. So this is from a long, long time ago. I will keep my vodka because I want to start making our own medicines and go more of the holistic route, if that's the right terminology, where I make my own tinctures and salves and I don't know, all that kind of stuff. I think it's really, really neat, and why not? Those are gonna go in here. So I already have my homemade vanilla. And so I can do a video on that sometime too. It's super, super easy, and it doesn't have to just be vanilla. It's so cool. And I have made my first, what is it called? It's with sauerkraut. Yeah, I've made that. I thought it was the neatest thing, but I made it with Chinese sauerkraut, and it's a really, really salty. I did too much salt, but I did it. And so this year is gonna be a lot of trial and error, and it makes me so excited. And I hope that you come along with us and try it out too. So let me show you the table. So this is my dirty room. Doesn't everyone have one? I mean, this is kind of embarrassing that I'm showing you this, but let's be real. It's not all beautiful roses. And there's ugly. There's ugly when you start cleaning. I have to pull things out and make a mess first. Well, this is just mess from Christmas that I hid. Now, you haven't seen this side. Yeah. This is our school room, and this table was covered with all sorts of baking items for Christmas because we like to do a whole spread and everything for the family. I love to bake, but Christmas is when I really, really bake. And my goal this year, I'm so excited. We grind our own wheat. Well, we have. I want to get to where that's all the bread that we eat, and everything by Christmas 2022 will be made with our own wheat, hopefully our own vanilla. Everything will be ours that we have made or organic. So that's my goal, and I cannot wait. So everything from this table is now on my my dining room table. We got cake mixes. I want to make my own cake and not use mixes anymore, and use our own flour, wheat berries, and all that kind of stuff. A ton of plates from birthday parties. All of our girls are having birthdays here. Grandma's molasses. It's not organic, but I will use it up. It might take me 20 years because that goes a long way. And powdered sugar. I want to make my own powdered sugar or source some organic. So, oh my gosh, Adam went and got me some Gulf wax because we needed it for one of our ingredients. He bought me 4. Love you, Adam. But this will last the rest of my life. Rice Krispies. When there was a Rice Krispie shortage, this is all I could find, and then we found Rice Krispies. So I don't know what I'll do with these. They might taste the same. Maybe I'll try them. Anyway, so I'll go through everything later, but now let me unpack the cupboard and let's get this organization started. Let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna have multiples of some things. This is my sugar, my organic sugar. And I know I have a bunch of bags of there. We're kind of preppers. Like, I like to have things on hand. I'm not a hoarder because I love getting rid of stuff. So I'm kind of opposite in that sense. But when it comes to like your basics, like butter and eggs and sugar and rice and grains, I like to store a lot of that because essentially you could live off that the rest of your life if you needed to, right? And beans, yes, dried beans. So I'm gonna just kind of put this stuff kind of randomly, maybe organize it when I'm taking it out. We love honey. This is a gallon of honey. We've had this maybe 3 months. We go through some honey, like I put it in everything. This is some just regular salt, and I have found, my kid likes making ice cream. So we do make our own ice cream right now. We've started that recently. I bought this, and I have like 2 or 3 more of these because I just like having salt on hand. We do a lot with salt. But I found a new salt that I love so much more. It has so much more flavor, and it's like ancient, nothing's been taken out of it. It is the Redmond salt, and I'm part of a co-op that you can get wheat berries and salts and all sorts of things to come to your home, or you actually go pick them up, but in bulk. And so I think it's a 20 or a 25 pound bag of this salt, and guys, it is amazing. I can link this one on Amazon. I think this bag is $11, but amazing. And it just takes it side by side with Morton salt. I'm not knocking Morton salt because I do still use it, but I have really switched over to this one for the main part. The salt, the difference in flavor, like so much more flavor. And I believe it's so much better for you because it's not tainted, it's unrefined, amazing taste, yes, and it's made in America. So, love it. Homemade cinnamon sugar, super easy to make. Oh, wow. More honey, some tomato paste, and that's another thing. I want to be able to grow a ton of tomatoes. I have not been successful yet with growing tomatoes, which is so weird because it's supposed to be really easy. Because we are in Georgia, and we're in the South, and the heat of the sun has dried my tomatoes. Like, I watered and watered and watered, but I did something wrong the 2 previous times I tried, and it just burned them up. They burned them to a crisp. So I'm wondering, should I kind of put it in a little bit of more of filtered sun, and maybe I'll get tomatoes that way? What do you think? Because I would love to have tomato paste, everything tomato based in a can it myself and have it on hand and make ketchup and all that kind of stuff and get rid of these cans. Oh lordy, it's so bad in here. Ew, all these. I'm hoping I'm in the frame when I come up closer because I can't see. I'm actually recording on my phone at the moment. So anyway, so I have dried beans on hand. We have some in some 5-gallon tubs as well. We like to eat beans, and we have some in the freezer, so we kind of store every single way. We also have a freeze dryer that I absolutely love. Like all of our leftovers, if they can be freeze dried, they're freeze dried, and so we'll have those in 25 years if ever needed. So very cool. Another reason why we're doing this, not only do we just want to eat our own thing, but it's also for health reasons. Because if you think about it, yes, eating and preparing meals is so inconvenient. Like, it's not one of my favorite things, but I do love my family. They are my favorite thing. And what you put inside your body is either poison or it's healthy. And we want to be healthy, and we want to live a long time. So I'm making meals and meal prep more of a priority this year for this year-long journey, which is going to be a lifelong journey. We are changing our complete lifestyle. It's not just, let's try this for a year. No, this is going to be a new lifestyle. And I think that's the only way that you really can impact a change in your life, is if you commit to it and make a lifestyle change. I saw a video or something that kind of showed what your cells look like. I don't know if I was teaching one of my kids, we homeschool, or if I saw it on YouTube to teach one of my kids, but basically showed this blob, a cell, and it was all weak and sad and like snotty and nasty, and it says that's basically what you're feeding. That's what the cell looks like if you're feeding it junk food and fast food and all the bad stuff. And that really resonated with me. Good cells are all plump and happy like a nice grape, right? And you're feeding them nutritious value that they need to sustain you. So I want my cells to look like plump, happy grapes, right? I don't want these mushy, let's say, rotten grapes. So that really, really hit home, because before 2020 happened, yeah, we ate out a ton. It's so much easier, and I don't want to cook, and oh my gosh, I'm so busy. That was my life, right? Well, 2020 happened, and everything just like came to a halt, like a lot of people, you know. So we started cooking at home a lot, and I had to meal plan somewhat. I mean, I'm not the best at it. I don't like to meal plan. I still don't, but that's gonna be something I do this year to make everything run smoother in the household. All right, so I got everything cleaned out. Everything's clear and clean, and I wish it could stay that way. But let me show you what my house looks like right now. Oh my gosh, it really does look like I am a hoarder, but I am totally not. I didn't know I had this much, and I have duplicates and triplets of a lot of things, so I'm gonna try and condense them down, and I'll turn the camera back on when I'm putting things back and when things are done, but let me just show you closer what this looks like. I mean, look at this mess. Don't mind the sink, we just ate. I mean, this is insane. And we'll talk about this later. Lard. More cake mixes, look. And stovetop, I'm gonna get rid of that. Get rid of this. There's so much poison in this pantry, I cannot wait to get rid of. Look. So this is for my baking drawer. That's a bunch of stuff that I haven't used in years. I just need to get rid of it. More baking drawer stuff. I mean, there's so much. It's a bit overwhelming, as you can imagine. It's my bread machine. I want to get this bad boy out to actually use him. He's a little dusty. Baking drawer. I fit a lot in that baking drawer. Baking drawer. Place in the pantry I wanted to do the snack drawer. Yowza. So, like, this is kind of like the dumping ground. These are all the healthy snacks, which apparently nobody's wanting to eat, and they're out of date. I mean, the stuff I got from Christmas. These are amazing. Have you ever had these Karma toasted coconut cashews? Oh man. And I like to keep the container too. I have an issue with containers, especially glass ones. This is not glass, but oh man. Yeah, all this has got to go. Okay, so when it comes to lard, I actually rendered down lard from scratch, I guess you should say. A homemade lard, I made that, and I love it. Now I can't put it in cake icings and stuff like that because you don't want a savory flavor on your cake because that would be gross. But I have Mantecia, and is that how you say it? Mantecia? I don't know. That's what I got before then. But then I read on the back, it has so many more ingredients, and maybe they're fine, maybe they're not. I'm not really sure. I have to do more research. If you know, comment down below. But shouldn't it just say lard? But this says lard and hydrogenated lard, BHA, propyl gallate, and citric acid added to protect flavor. So if you know, is this lard okay? I'm gonna do some research, and it may or may not go back in my pantry. I'm trying to really get rid of things that I know I'm not gonna use or I can live without, like this. Things that I need to wean off of, I have put back in my pantry so that I can figure out how to make them before I just go cold. Hey guys, so it's another day. Actually, it's been about 2 days. I had something I had to do the other day. Does that make sense? Anyway, I'm going to show you the reveal of my pantry, and I've been working so hard on it, getting rid of a ton of stuff, and I was actually pleasantly surprised that we had a lot of good organic and whole foods in there already. When I first started pulling it out, I was like, maybe we weren't doing as good as I thought we were, but we were. So let me reveal this beautiful pantry. So excited. Oh, look at this. So what I have here are our maple syrups and our honeys in this slot. We have a lot of honey. We like some honey. Homemade jam by my sister-in-law. I didn't realize I had gotten any from her. I know she told me, and I was like, I don't remember that because it was pushed all the way to the back of the cupboard. There's grandma's molasses, which is just molasses on the ingredients. It's not organic, but one ingredient I think is really good too. Our apple cider vinegar. Now I really do like the apple cider vinegar with Mother's. This is something I had, so I'm not just gonna throw this away. You can make things with this as well. Some nuts that we have here, assortment of beans, bone broth or chicken broth. I'd love to live there. I'm gonna make my own bone broth soon here. I'm gonna try that. On the next level, I have sugar. And this is organic sugar. I just took it out of the containers, and some organic raw sugar back there for the white sugar. Our spices. I don't have all my cute little containers for spices yet. One day I'll make it there. This is a random assortment of stuff I want to finish up, like self-rising flour. I know how to make it now, but I'm not gonna throw out this little bit. I can use it for something. Panko, I don't know what this is. Oh, we make our own cinnamon sugar. Oh, this is salt. I do have a cinnamon sugar in here somewhere. Some yeast that I haven't opened yet. Some cherries, a bunch of random assortment of stuff I don't want to just throw out. We'll use it up and be done with it. Our can selection. We don't eat very much cans. We actually have a stand-up freezer. We put our vegetables in our freezer. I prefer that. We got some tomato, basil, yumminess. We want to make some noodles on our own too, so that'll be coming up in a future video. Next, we're going to finish up this oil and just stick to peanut oil. This is canola oil, and I have my collection of flours back here. We have some cream of wheat, soft wheat, hard wheat, berries. And guys, if you haven't ground your own wheat berries yet, you need to go watch my other video. I mean, the taste is amazing. It's so much better. Until I get into my routine, yes, I went and bought some bread today. I'm ashamed. And back here is some, what is this, bread flour. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just put it in there, and maybe I'll use it in a pinch if I'm in a rush or something. But I don't want to use it, honestly. So these are my favorite ones. I love my flour berries. Here's my little girl. Hi, Kim. The people in my house need salt. So this is not organic. Do you know of an organic chip company? But I feel like this is kind of better than some of the others, but the ingredients are horrible. I see it. But right now I need to source some kind of organic chips because I don't know if I can make those and have them last more than 10 seconds, and that's a problem for me. I went ahead and put my waffle maker in here. My toaster is back there. I have some coconut oil in the back as well, because we use those sometimes, but I want to be able to get to them easily. Next up here is some more gloriousness. I love it. Okay, so this is some all-purpose flour that I had. I just didn't know what to do with, so I put them in there. Some, what do you call it? The dark rice. It's not white rice. Brown rice. We like it so much better because it has more nutritional value, and I know it takes 40 minutes versus 20, but it just tastes better to us. And then I have grits. We're in the South. We love cheese grits. I am not giving up my cheese grits. Nope. Then I have some steel cut oats, some wild rice, and some quinoa, and some other kind of arborio rice in the back there. And we have our honeys here as well. There's our gallon of honey back there. Cane syrup. I love this stuff, especially on biscuits. I don't eat it all the time. Oh, my lights just flickered. I don't know why. But it's very, very good. And it's organic as far as I know. I mean, it's handmade. My light is doing something funky. So this one, I know that it should be in a darker, this is some olive oil I had on hand, and it was in this humongous container, and I did not want to keep the container, so I just put it in there. I'll use that up in about 2 weeks. I'm not worried about it spoiling. At the very top, I have things I don't use as much. I have some chocolate cocoa mix. I'm not going to keep that forever. My girls like hot chocolate, so I wanted to finish up the package so that they had something instead of just cold turkey. And you know, they like that. I'm not going to just throw that out immediately. We have some saltines, mayonnaise. I want to start making our own mayonnaise because it's super easy and we don't use it all the time. Cornstarch, I really don't know why I even have that, but there were 2 full containers. Then we have some salt for ice cream making up there, some croutons. What is that? Oh, flaxseed, milled flaxseed. And the 3 containers right here, 1, 2, and 3, they're from my baking drawer. I had 2 big drawers for baking, and I condensed it all to that. I got rid of so much baking stuff. And this one is molds for icy pops and stuff like that. And I couldn't part with all of them because my kids still like to have like ices and probably some yogurt pops. But other than that, I'm really, really excited with the progress. And this is how I want it to look forever. Like, this is really a goal that we have set for ourselves, and the changes that it will make in our cells and our cellular structure and our bodies and everything is so important to us. So let me show you down below here. Okay, so this was, if you remember, I believe I shot video of how like ridiculous it was. It was so hard. So don't talk about me in the comments below, because I have birthdays coming up. Our kids have birthdays, my in-laws have birthdays. These will be eaten in the next like 2-3 months. And then I will not buy any more, but I am not well versed in how to use my own wheat berries to make flour for cakes yet. That will take some practice, and until I'm really good at it, I'm gonna have these cake mixes. But after these cake mixes, that is it. So I have some cereal here. I know it's not the best, but it's better than the sugary kind. Some snacks. They're not my favorite, but you know what? They're not horrible. I mean, rice, sugar contain, and then I have, it's not the most horrible out there anyway. So I have Bob Ross in my pantry. Amazing. I'm so happy. Got some organic animal crackers, just to have something sweet. We apparently love peanut butter because we opened all of them. All these peanut butters, and there were too much in them that I can't condense it, which really bothers me. So I have some peanuts. Then I have some baking soda that I put in here because I had 3 open containers and condensed it. And then I have some baking powder. This ginormous thing, good grief. That is my pantry. I'm so proud of it. Let me go show you my butler's pantry. This is where I'm gonna keep my juicing supplies. That is like, I don't know what happened there, but that's part of the drawer now. So I have rolling pins from when I used to bake a lot, and I love these rolling pins so much better than the wooden kind with the little handles because my knuckles always hit. So anyway, these are great. I got them at Michael's. These are what I freeze our juice in. I don't like plastic. However, I did mason jars and I had 2 bust on me, and that's a lot of work and a lot of juice to waste. And this is one of our juicer contraptions. Next, I have, this is where I'm going to have my canning stuff because I plan on canning a lot this summer. It'll be my first time, so that will be an adventure. And I'll bring you along for that fun failure. I'm sure I'm going to fail at some point. And canning is inevitable when you start something new, right? And then I have my weights. I have some weights for my, what do you call it, ferments. And I didn't know what kind of system. I got these, and then I got this other system of fermenting, which has these little tubular guys on it that release the gases. So yeah, so I'm excited to get started on all of this home remedies. Yes. This hasn't changed very much. I still have to clean this out, but really, I mean, I really love all the space that I have gotten in these. Up there, I have a bottle thing. I love bottles, so that's full of bottles. I got to go through and get rid of some more bottles. But yeah, I'll show you this in another video at some point when it's totally done and I have it how I want it. So guys, that is my pantry tour from scary crazy. I don't even know what's in there to look at this. It's beautiful. I'm so excited. And one of my goals was completed today. I actually got a mason jar pantry. I have mason jars and I just love the aesthetics of that. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to come along on this journey with us, the whole goal of taking poison out of your pantry to eating more whole foods and becoming more organic and just a healthier lifestyle, please join us, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.